starting lineup. They've got Powell. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Larson in at the 2. And for Atlanta, Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. Facing off in this one, we've got two teams that preach player movement and ball movement legs.
Oh, that's right. And you can tell that by the assist numbers. The ball is really hopping, smart, unselfish basketball, a lot of player movement off ball as well, forcing those defenses to chase them.
What's that old saying? The ball brings energy.
It certainly does.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up from 17. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat. Came out with a victory.
They really threw their weight around last time. They got to the free throw line a lot, and it helped secure the win.
When a defense is under attack like that, it can get into their head and break their will. I think that's exactly what we saw.
Now here's Risache. And that one drops.
It's always good to see Risache mixing it up down low.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Powell outside. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Daniels outside. Pass to Risache. Back to Daniels. From outside the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Now here's Mitchell, covered by Alexander Walker. Outside Adebayo. From deep, Mitchell. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Alexander Walker. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count.
Well, he is a very mobile 6'9" wing, and Johnson is showing you he's a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
So it's Miami now. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Powell's shot is off.
Well, it's early on in this one. Only one basket to speak of. There is time to start working together.
Tries the spin move. Great spin to the bucket. What a move.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward, Legs.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season prematurely, and he's a lefty, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward.
Let's not forget he's Milwaukee tough, too. Here's Risache, following the bucket by the Heat. Back to Alexander Walker. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Mitchell. 9 points for him in his last game. Wiggins against Johnson. Wiggins left side. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Fires in the triple. Mitchell's got 6.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's Alexander Walker. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. And it's good for 2. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Man, how about the confidence Johnson possesses? That's a phenomenal job right there, using his body control and finishing.
Now here's Powell. Still no points. Pass to Mitchell. Fires from the wing, and it's Miami with another. Now Alexander Walker. Here's Risache. The 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Ricochet will be nailing threes for many years to come.
Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Okongwu. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist by Mitchell.
Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. The coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And here are the Heat now, following the score by Atlanta. Adebayo sets a screen, unloads, and again it's Miami converting.
Yeah, boy, is he dialed in. Perfect from the field this period.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Ricochet. Outside Johnson. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Now, we've seen Johnson become more confident with his outside shot. Now the next step for him, let's become more consistent.
Now here's Mitchell, covered by Alexander Walker. Wiggins passes to Adebayo, and finished off by Adebayo.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. To the inside, here's Okongwu. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Larson. Now Powell, the three is up. He buries it from three.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now here's Ricochet. He's got 5. Back to Alexander Walker. Miami grabs the miss. Mitchell with the ball. 10 points for him. Wiggins from long range. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks leading. Outside, Alexander Walker. And here's Ricochet. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Clock at 4. From outside, off the mark. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Heat, currently 8th in their conference. They're hoping to keep that playoff spot. And, of course, there's the Hawks, back 3 games.
I think for the Heat, it's really been an intriguing year for them. I mean, they work hard, they play gritty, but they're just so inconsistent.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
Here's Alexander Walker, following the three-point basket by Miami. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And slashing in for that offensive rebound. Johnson also getting credit for some hustle points.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Powell for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Okongwu, a screen on Mitchell. The fadeaway, and the basket is good. Okongwu's got his second bucket on the night.
Really good passing wing. Ricochet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And now let's take a look at the most efficient shooting guards in the league this year. The 4th spot held by Dyson Daniels.
And these guys are all assertive. They're willing to step up and take shots when their names are called. And this is what separates them from all the rest.
Well, this is an efficient group of two guards. I would trust any of these guys to carry the load for me offensively.
McCollum, he's checked in for Daniels. Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Yakachonis comes in for Mitchell. Here's Yakachonis. In his last outing, he had 11 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Hawks trailing. McCollum right side. Over Yakachonis. McCollum's shot is off.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved he didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now here's Jaquez. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. To the paint. Here's Wiggins, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
That is a big-time finish by Wiggins right there. I love when he finishes with that type of authority.
There's a screen by Johnson. McCollum right side. And that one good.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Johnson against Wiggins. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Outside Risache. Back to McCollum. From deep three-point land. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat leading by 3. Left side Jaquez. 1:14 left in the opening quarter. Adebayo sets a screen. Wiggins. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Risache. McCollum looking it over. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. And it's a 5-point Miami lead.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
The 3 from Risache. That shot off. And the Heat with possession. Pass to Jaquez. The 3 ball. Sends it home from three-point land.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Now here's McCollum. Softly drops in the floater.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
And so it's the Miami Heat leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Jaime Jaquez out there with Yakachonis. Then there's Khalil Ware. Then there's Simone Fontecchio. And it's Jovic in at the 4 spot. And the last few seasons' legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Miami leading by 4. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Jakiconis. McCollum defends. Pass to Fontecchio. Miami moving it around. Now Jaquez. Here's Jakiconis. Gay with a rebound. The Hawks shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. And here's McCollum. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Landale, pass to Hield. Over Jaquez. Miami grabs the miss. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And guys, those road games are never easy, but they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, B.A. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Brian, back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. End of quarter heaves don't count toward a player's three-point percentage.
I love it. My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Not anymore, though.
Absolutely. Very, very true.
And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Rissache. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, B.A., since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
Here's Powell. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Back to McCollum. Launches a 3. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat leading by 4. Pass to Powell. And he lobs it up. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jalen Johnson.
Over the past 10 games, his effective field goal percentage has really taken a tumble. In layman's terms, his offense just isn't as well-rounded as it could be right now.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Landale. Takes a 3. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. Landale's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Mitchell, the pass to Jaquez. Here's Powell. Rissache covering. Powell's shot is off.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Pass to McCollum. 6 to shoot. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Ware. Off with the layup. The Hawks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Pass to Landale. And here's Risache. Back to Landale. It's picked off. The drive by Powell. Up and in on the layup. Larson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Outside Risache. Goes up from the top of the key. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Heat leading by 3. Now Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Back to Jaquez. Pass to Powell. This one for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Landale. Jaquez covers. McCollum against Mitchell. 4 on the clock. Fades. McCollum's shot is off.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
To the middle. Here's Jaquez. The shot misses. Johnson with the defensive effort. Hawks trail by 3. Here's Landale. And he slams it in one-handed.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Okongwu's checked in for Landale. And Miami with a change here too. Wiggins, he's checked in for Jaquez. On defense, Atlanta. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Larson. Wiggins looking around. Lets it go from deep. That one is cash from Wiggins.
Well, from deep, Wiggins is solid. He makes enough of them out there. It forces you to make decisions to guard him.
Outside Johnson. McCollum on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
My goodness, Johnson is quick off the floor, and he has a lot of power.
Pass to Ware. Now here's Wiggins. Ware, the screen. 11 feet out. Wiggins, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Now Okongwu. Ware covers. Okongwu inside. Working on Ware. Now here's Risache. Now covers. That's good from Okongwu. On the assist from Risache. Risache's got 6 assists in the game. And it's Powell with the ball for the Miami Heat. To the paint. Here's Ware. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Daniels outside. Outside Risache. Picked up by Okongwu. The 3 is up. The rebound by Ware. For Miami, they've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And the athletic platform for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, it is top tier.
Yeah, B.A., it's rare to see him overmatched from a physical standpoint. The #1 overall pick in 2014. He's never been a consistent star, but at his best, he can play with anyone in this league.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. You agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits. Well, you think about Wiggins, there's been no drop-off. This is a guy who won Rookie of the Year over a decade ago, and he is still a highly productive player.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target from three-point range. Heat leading by 4. Inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Really good focus that time by Wiggins, and now the potential for an and one.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Outside Johnson. And Atlanta misses again.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Down low. Wiggins. Oh, look at Wiggins. Takes the hit and finishes strong.
Well, certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Outside Rizachet. Wiggins against Johnson. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Wiggins. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. Bam! He gets it to go at the rim.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams are getting it done in their transition offense. Atlanta in 5th.
They've been playing at a fast pace, which plays to their strengths.
Okongwu with it. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Picked up by Okongwu. Daniels outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Wiggins outside. It's Powell on the wing, and it's Zachary Rizachet with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Powell, left side. Here's Larson, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Clock at 2. Here's Adebayo. Again, the Heat score.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
The 3 from Rizachet. Sinks it from distance. Rizachet's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
Wiggins outside. Adebayo in the post. Guarded by Okongwu. Adebayo fights him off.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Hawks trail by 12. Pass to Rizachet. Outside Johnson. here's Alexander Walker. Outside Risache. 4-3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Inside. Here's Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins with the silky touch at the rim.
Well, Wiggins always has had the potential to be a threat on any given night to put up a huge number. A consistent scorer who can raise his level of play.
Back to Alexander Walker. Sinks his third bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
And here's Mitchell. He's got 10. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Against contact. Adebayo just too strong.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their...
And all about Andrew Wiggins for the Miami Heat. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, where's your team getting its confidence and energy from in that first half?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of it off our defensive stops, and then once we got into a rhythm, then we started to, just make some tough ones, which sometimes happens when you see the ball go in.
Defense set the tone, though. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. Fellas, what are the games you're most looking forward to?
I always want to see the best players in the league scrapping and clawing, like when it was me against Hakeem or MJ or Tim Duncan or Yao Ming or Alonzo Mourning.
Or Kenny Smith.
How could I forget about you, Kenny? I always did enjoy putting the smack down on you and your team.
Okay, that's enough. I tell you what, I'm most looking forward to the end of this segment. And now something we should probably touch on, Bam Adebayo. What a first half from him.
Rare gifts for a big man. Adebayo can face up, drive, excellent passer. This guy's been a rising star.
And talking defense, we'll say a guy can guard 1 through 5, but Bam really can. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. How about Andrew Wiggins? Man, is he playing well.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Hawks trail by 14. Risache at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Dyson Daniels out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's a Kongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Well, that shows a lot of confidence right there. Johnson knowing how effective he can be off the catch.
Powell sets a screen. Wiggins passes to Powell. Here's Adebayo. And it's Miami with another.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, the way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work. Back to you, Brian.
High praise. Allie, thank you. Here's Alexander Walker, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Powell outside. Launches it. The rebound by Atlanta. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Risache fires from deep. Nails it from 3. Risache's got 11 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
On the wing, Mitchell, covered by Alexander Walker. Wiggins against Johnson. Clock at 6. Oh, and look at the strength of Wiggins right there.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Outside Risache. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside Johnson. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Heat leading by 9. Pass to Larson. Now here's Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Adebayo, a screen on Johnson. He was all alone on that one. Wiggins has got 23.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Now here's Alexander Walker. Defense right on him. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Heat have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Wiggins outside. Adebayo, a screen on Johnson. Wiggins outside. Here's Larson. And the three-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
The 3 from Risache. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Miami moving it around. Powell passes to Adebayo. Count that one. Adebayo's got 6 in the quarter.
And Adebayo will not shy away from the physicality in this game. He actually welcomes the contact on his way to the rim.
Pass to Risache to halt the run. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Larson. Back to Mitchell. Wiggins against Johnson. Wiggins passes to Adebayo, and he banks in the layup. 24 points for Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, and you've seen Wiggins improve as a passer as he's added experience to his game.
On the wing, Risache. It's good. Risache's got 16 points.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Powell sets a screen. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Wiggins. Here's Alexander Walker, and the Hawks tack on 2 more.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Here's Larson. And here's Wiggins. Here's the 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 5th assist in this one. And when you think of the league's point of attack pest, Davion Mitchell earns his keep defensively, Legs.
Well, we've all taken notice of that on-the-ball defense. He is one of the best in the league at that, but he is starting to find his scoring prowess in this league as well as he continues to improve his efficiency.
Great defender.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over a Kongwu. Puts the move on. And Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got 10 points here in the second half.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Now here's Johnson. From outside the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 now. And the layup is good off the glass. He has 7.
Adebayo trying to involve his teammates. Man, he is an impressive passer for his position.
Outside Rizachet. Back to Alexander Walker. Soft touch off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 12 points.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Kispert's checked in for the Hawks. Jaime Jaquez has checked in for Miami. And now a chance to see who's leading the NBA in steals. 5th on the list, Dyson Daniels.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
Miami leading by 16. Here's Larson. 7 points in the game. It's Adebayo, high post. Lets it go from 11. Yep, count it. Adebayo's got 28.
Well, he's been aggressive from the start, and as a result, it's all come together tonight for Bam offensively.
Outside, Alexander Walker. There's the 3. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 10. Adebayo in the post. Okongwu on him. The jump hook. And it's Miami with another.
And one of the things I love the most about Adebayo, he's a center who plays like one. He's not out here trying to take long jumpers. He wants the ball inside.
Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Daniels. The 3 is up. Mitchell grabs a miss.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Outside Adebayo. Pass to Wiggins. Shoots a fadeaway. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Adebayo's got his 6th assist of the night. Kispert outside. Back to Alexander Walker. Stolen by Mitchell. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Adebayo against Okongwu. And he's going for the lob. They swipe it. Daniels outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. On target from range. Alexander Walker's got 12 points in just the second half.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Back to Mitchell. Adebayo sets a screen. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Kispert, hounded by Wiggins. The 3 from Rizachet. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Wiggins. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Wiggins has got 30.
Yeah, offensively, Wiggins is putting together some great numbers. And so far, he's shown no intention of slowing down.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Risache. Heald's checked in for Daniels. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Alexander Walker. Miami also changing it up. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Larson. And Yakachonis subbed in for Mitchell. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Landale, the pass to Hield. From deep, Johnson gets the three to fall. 20 points now in the game for Jalen Johnson.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half, 4 total. Keep shooting it.
Adebayo sets a screen. Down low. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Adebayo's got 32 points.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Wiggins. Powell with it, and it's Hield picking him up. And he gets the bucket. Powell's got 7.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
There's McCollum with the 3. Not going to go that time.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And he gets it to go. Yakachonis has got his second basket of the night.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Outside Hield. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Hield's got his first points in this one.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
And finished off by Adebayo.
Just beautiful teamwork right there. Adebayo with perfect timing on that jump.
McCollum outside. Launches a 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Miami sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Heat, we've got Kel'el Ware, Yakachonis out there with Powell. Then it's Jaime Jaquez, and it's Jovic in at the 4 slot. That shot wide open. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort, look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want-to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
McCollum's shot is off. And it's Miami's ball. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Powell surveying the D. Pass to Yakachonis. Here's Jovic. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Miami from deep.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Hield passes to Kispert. Back to Hield. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. McCollum outside.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Pass to Powell. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Three-pointer Yakachonis. That shot off the mark. And the Hawks shooting around 53%, a nice number. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Hield. Johnson's got 11 points here in the second half. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Powell for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Hield on the wing. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Steps back. Here's McCollum. No good, off the front rim.
He really hasn't had it offensively tonight. This team needs him to play better.
Pass to Yakachonis. Back to Powell. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him.
It's just not his night from the three. But this is exactly why you can't live and die by that shot.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Six on the shot clock. Back to Ware. The three. Kispert grabs the miss. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Hield. Now McCollum. They set the pick. Back to Hield. Puts up a 3. Drops in the 3.
Yeah, no hesitation from the veteran Hield. A dangerous scorer in these catch-and-shoot situations.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And Atlanta making a change here. Okongwu's checked in.
Substitution on the floor.
On defense, Atlanta. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Wiggins finds Powell. And here's Ware. Miami moving it around. Now Wiggins. 4 on the clock. Atlanta with a rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
When Johnson puts it all together like this, he is special. Right now, he is absolutely torching those guys.
Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Pass to Hield. Shot is up. And another basket for Atlanta.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Miami leading by 20. Now here's Ware. Wiggins with it. Shoots over Johnson. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Wiggins has got 32 points in the game.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
McCollum on the wing, covered by Smith. Shot's good by McCollum.
Yeah, C.J. McCollum showing you no weakness in his game offensively. If he finds any opening on the floor, he is going to take advantage of it.
Pass to Wiggins. No good, a bit long that time.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense, first good defense.
Johnson passes to McCollum. Yep, that one's good. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there's not a ton of time left, but they're still in the game.
Smith passes to Wiggins. To the middle. Here's Ware. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Heat lead by 20. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Please give up big ATL welcome to the
Atlanta making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Kispert. Dyson Daniels comes in for Hield. And it's Alexander Walker in for C.J. McCollum. Miami also changing it up. Adebayo's checked in for Ware. Larson comes in for Jaquez. And Mitchell subbed in for Smith. Hawks trail by 20. Daniels outside. Outside Risache. Pass to Alexander Walker from deep. That one goes. And that's his 9th made shot in 12 attempts.
And that's one of Daniels' greatest attributes, his poise as a playmaker.
Powell outside. Now Adebayo, the 3-ball, drills it from deep. Adebayo's got 37.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Back to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Pass to Adebayo. And he lobs it up!
Well, just throw it up there anywhere, and Wiggins will go get it.
Hawks trail by 20. Outside Johnson. Back to Alexander Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Mitchell. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And here's Mitchell. Down low. Here's Adebayo. No luck on that one. Atlanta's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the 4th. Daniels up top. The kick out to Johnson. Okongwu, a screen on Wiggins. Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Mitchell finds Wiggins. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Adebayo. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 6th assist of the night.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Daniels. There's a screen by Johnson. Daniels misses. Heat leading by 19. Here's Larson. Outside Mitchell. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Risache. There's the triple. Gets the 3-ball to go. Risache's got 19 points.
That's 5 threes for him tonight and his 3rd of the half.
Miami moving it around. Outside Mitchell. Six to shoot. Powell connects from downtown. And the Heat lead by 19.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his 2nd of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Let's start.
And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
Well, you know, he'd been struggling lately. This one was a big one for him. He roared back, made sure to snap that cold streak tonight. And Atlanta with possession here. 19-point game. Johnson a screen on Mitchell. Back to Johnson. Over Wiggins. Owning the post right there.
Yeah, even with all that contact, Johnson makes scoring look effortless.
Andrew Wiggins. First. Team first. Jalen Johnson. One shot.
Heat leading by 16. Powell outside. There's a screen by Wiggins. Here's Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Now Wiggins. Shoots a 3. Oh, it's off target.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Okongwu outside. Outside, Alexander Walker.
Man, good whistle there.
Danielle Mitchell. First. Team second. Nikhil Alexander Walker. 2 shots.
The first one falls. It's both from the stripe. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 14. Beyond the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta's gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Miami leading by 12. Now Adebayo. The three ball is down.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Heat.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Bam Adebayo.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
And it's a completely new group for the Hawks. And the Hawks' shooting has been great this game, 58%.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Now here's Ware. Ware, the screen. Jacks up a three. It's money from deep.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Here's McCollum. From deep. Oh, it doesn't go. Here's Jovic. McCollum defends. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you